Alright, I'm gonna. I just spent ages talking about how to beat a Dane-axe, and now I'm going to talk about circular blocks. So, this is a useful part of your Dane-axeman's armoury. It's not something that we do every fight. I'm more likely to use a lesser version in a shield wall. So when we start teaching you Dane-axe, we teach you to block with this end of the axe. Yeah? You know, get out of the way and block. Get out of the way and block. Get out of the way and block. I kind of I'm talking about the blocks. We don't really do that. What we do as warriors, as competitive Dane-axemen rather than display Dane-axemen, is we have the axe up here. And we guard our guard by moving the front haft around. It is, however, incredibly useful to learn because it's a good basis for doing your circular blocks. So if I go to here and I block there, now if the person's put in a good attack and it's gone for my shoulder and I've blocked further in, now it's another of those situations where I'm going to tell you need your knees bent. You might have noticed I've got a bit of thing about this. You can go round, and as you get to there, you need to flick your hips. It's there and flick. If you've got straight legs, good luck. So you block, you come around, nice circular motion, and you go there. And as you do that, always come in with a blow. The guy should be off balance, he should be open. If you've done it right, he will go to there and his wrist will be over there. If you're against a skilled warrior, he might soften his wrist. To be aware. Don't overcommit on the follow-up in a competitive fight. Likewise, if I go this side and I go to there, his sword is about there, or his axe about there, and I go there, right way around, and I use my hips to fire it back out of the way. It's an effective move. It is. You go to there, you turn, and you land that blow. So what does that look like in a competitive fight? I'm not going to keep doing that. I normally spend a lot of time on that if I'm training with someone to let them get the feel of the hip push. But I will just emphasise you've got to be able to move your hips, so you've got to be able to bend your knees. As you get more experienced with it, once you start going into shield walls and competitive shield walls and one-on-ones and circles with the Dane-axe, we're blocking there. It's the same hip movement. The advantage being, instead of that big step in, if his sword or axe is now out of control for maybe a whole second, you can just come back in and land a controlled blow. Even if you don't get the kill, you're going to make him feel it. It's also easier because instead of having to step right the way out and go, right, I'm catching that there, or I'm catching that there, instead he goes that way, if he goes that way, it's there. It's already, your axe is already kind of where you want it. There is a probably more common version as someone comes forward in a shield wall. That's that. you're using your thighs and your shoulders and your back and a little bit of your arms. He's trying to control a hand weapon just with his arm, just with his wrist. He doesn't really get to do that. He's in shield wall. Very few people are going to stay there when you do that to them 5 times in a row. They're going to want to move. If they're smart, they will move because they will get their arm will get really tired. It's one of the things to look for in a shield wall as a Dane-axeman. If someone's left their hand open for that, or make them tired, make them not want to stand in front of you. Different strategies, different Dane-axemen, but that work really well. If their weapons are being held so you can't safely do it. There are obviously, if the swords go behind their shield, you can't do it. If they are holding their weapon out like that, and that circle is going to be in people's faces and heads, don't do it. It's there. In a one-on-one fight, it really does need to be a flinching move. It really does need to be. His blow comes in, you catch it, and he's off balance. It sort of is in control from the moment the block happens to just after you land the blow. The usual precaution needs to be taken. If you're controlling someone else's weapon, you are responsible for where that weapon ends up. If you flick really hard upwards, or when it's up here and it goes flying and it hits someone, you are responsible, not the other person. If someone is closer than you thought they were and it lands them in the head, even if it's in their hat, even if it's in the opponent's warrior's hands, if you've got control of their weapon, fess up, you messed up. But it's a nice little move, and hopefully it'll get you a couple of kills.